So today I'll be giving my opinion on whether players should chase the money and play in a worse league, or should they chase the trophies, make less money, but still get the chance to like play at the highest level at the top of the game. So obviously, some of you in the future might be in this position where you have to make the decision. You might have to make the decision of, do I, you know what I'm saying, do I go with that 500k, go to Saudi, or do I stay in the Premier League or something and play for like 150k, but I'm still competing for Premier Leagues, playing in the Champions League, all of that. So I'm gonna be basically giving my opinion on what I would do in the situation, whether I would chase the money and go to a place like Saudi, or stay here, take less money, but still get to compete in like I said, in the higher leagues, whether that's the Prem, La Liga, Bundesliga, and yeah, basically that Champions League, Europa League level. So let's get it. So let me start off with chasing the bag or chasing the money. Now, this option is normally taken by players who like come from like poverty-stricken countries, them countries in South America, Argentina, Brazil, and they just might have a long line of family to feed. So they should just go for whatever team pays them the most money, so they can literally like help their family, provide for their family. This is why you see players like Brazilian players like Hulk just chasing the bag all the time. A guy like Hulk could have easily played in the Prem or played at a higher level, but obviously chased the money. He was probably getting paid way more at teams like Zenit. Then he went to the Chinese Super League. I can't remember what team he played for in the Chinese Super League. I think it was Shanghai. Yeah, he played for Shanghai, and basically he was just chasing the money. Same as Oscar. When Oscar left Chelsea, he was like 25. Everything seemed to be going well. He seemed to be climbing up. Then he just went to Shanghai out of nowhere. And yeah, obviously later in the interview, he was saying that basically he did it for his family. He did it because, like I said, he's got like a long line of family to feed, and basically just try help them get out of that situation back in Brazil. So obviously chasing the bag, it's sort of, when I hear that, it's like, yeah, it kind of makes sense for the guys who have come from literally nothing, like literally no shoes on their feet, literally none of that. So I hear what's it called? I hear the argument for chasing the money in that situation. However, I would argue that if Oscar had decided to, like, let's say, stay in the Premier League and become one of the top players, he probably could have made the additional money he's getting from like the Chinese Super League, he probably could have made that back in like sponsorships, endorsements. You know what I'm saying? Because think about it like this: do you think if Jack Grealish decided at 24, yo, I'm gonna go Saudi, I'm gonna go China to make way more money, you think he'd be getting like the Gucci brand deals, the headphone brand deals, all of that? Like, he probably gets more of the brand deals than he actually does at Man City. But if he had taken the route of, let me go chase more money, he definitely would not have gotten those sponsorships. Same as a guy like Ronaldo. You think if Ronaldo said let's say Ronaldo after winning the Ballon d'Or, he said, "Yo, I'm taking my talents to Saudi. Like, I'm off. I'm chasing the bag. They offer me what, like 600k a week. I'm gone." Instead of going to Real Madrid, you really think he would not have the sponsorships, the like I said, the sponsorship, the money he makes from Instagram, all the brand deals. This, like, let's be honest, Ronaldo's everywhere, bro. This guy's done perfume advertisements. He's a lifetime contract with Nike. That's probably the biggest one. If he had gone to Saudi and said, "Nah, I'm just chasing the bag," he probably would have never got that lifetime contract with Nike. And that's basically set him up for life. Even if he loses everything, even if he just becomes a bum, he can never go broke, literally, because of that lifetime contract with Nike. So that's what I would argue when it comes to chasing the bag. That if you're a really talented player and you have potential to go to the top, what's it called? You might as well just stay in the more competitive league, even if you're at the moment you're not currently getting as much money as you would going to, like I said, a Saudi or China. Simply because brand deals will probably come later on. The bigger you get, the better performances you're putting in, the brand deals will eventually come, and eventually you'll be making more money from those brand deals, those sponsorships, than you do actually on the football pitch. Just like Ronaldo, just like a Messi. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's my thoughts. However, I would argue that chasing the bag, it works for two types of players. Two types of players who have no problem with chasing the bag. The first one are the guys who, they've been at the top, they've done it before, they've won everything they need to win, they don't have anything more to prove, and now they're just going like to the MLS or Saudi for a payday. So obviously Messi in MLS, Suarez, Busquets, obviously Ronaldo in Saudi now. And yeah, all these guys who have been proven in the game. They don't have any more to prove. They're coming to the end of their career. They're allowed to go chase the money. They're allowed to go basically go to their retirement leagues. They're allowed to do all of that. You know what I'm saying? So that's the first type of player I think, with them chasing the bag, I don't have any problem with. Basically, the guys who have done it all in football and have nothing else nothing else to do in the top leagues basically. Like Iniesta going to Japan type shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's the first type of player. And then the second type of player I don't really blame for chasing the bag is players at top clubs who are sort of like rotational pieces, who don't really play every single game. And let's say they're on 50K a week and then a Saudi team offers them like 300K to go and play for them. I don't think that's a bad thing. So like, for example, let's say a guy like, let's say Zinchenko at Man City. Zinchenko at Man City, this guy he wasn't really starting like that. Even at Arsenal, to be fair, he's lost his place at Arsenal as well. So if a Saudi club came to Zinchenko and said, "Yo, Zinchenko, you're on 150K a week. We can put you up to 350K a week, bro." If I'm Zinchenko, I'm taking that, bro. Like, there's no, in my opinion, there's no shame in doing that. Like, even like a guy like, let's say a guy like Lucas Vazquez at Real Madrid, bro. Like, if he got offered by a Saudi team and a Saudi team then said, "Yo, we're gonna double your wages," I would not blame him for leaving, because at the end of the day, Vazquez has won trophies, Zinchenko's won trophies as well. But even if they haven't won trophies, they don't really play. They don't really start games anyway. They might start maybe like 15 games in the whole season, come off the bench a few times, but then that's about it. And obviously they're not even getting paid for that, paid like a lot of money for that. They're probably amongst like the lowest earning players at the club. So if them type of players leave to go chase the bag, I don't have a problem with that, in my opinion. Those are the two types of players who should chase the bag: the guys who are old and have done everything in football and have nothing to prove, and then like I said, the rotational pieces for like big clubs who don't really play and aren't on the highest wages anyway. Them two guys, I have no problem with them chasing the bag. All right, so let's talk about chasing the trophies. Chasing the trophies, not really worrying about the money too much, and just saying, I want to play at the highest. I want to play at the highest level I can possibly play. I want to compete for the biggest trophies in football, in the biggest leagues, Champions Leagues. I want to play for my country in World Cups, in Euros, Copa Americas, AFCONs, all of that basically. So obviously, in my opinion, football is a short career. You literally get what? Probably in your prime years, you probably only get max 10 years. And obviously, like I said, 10 years to young players sounds a lot, but trust me, when you're in the program, the 10 years literally goes like that. So it's such a short career. You might as well like maximize your potential. You might as well play. You might as well, in your prime. You might as well play in the top leagues and compete for like the top trophies. Because what's the point in being in your prime where you're in a league where it's like you're just so much better than everyone? You don't really get that much respect for playing in those leagues, because obviously, like I said, you're just a big fish in a small pond type thing. Like there's no glory from winning like the Saudi league when you're in your prime at like 25. Like imagine Mbappe going to the Saudi league and like winning like 5 leagues in a row, winning top scorer every year. No one's respecting that. You know what I'm saying? And even when it comes to Mbappe, like Mbappe will probably look back on his career and he'll probably think, damn, I shouldn't have signed that 2 year extension with PSG, simply because in those 2 years, I'm pretty sure Real Madrid did win the Champions League in the second of those 2 years. So imagine Mbappe playing for Real Madrid, up top playing for Real Madrid. Instead of Bellingham scoring the goals, it would have been Mbappe scoring the goals. Imagine Mbappe getting 40 goals, winning the thingy, 40 goals, winning the Champions League with Real Madrid, getting to the semi-final of the Euros. That probably would have been enough for him to get a Ballon d'Or. So at the end of his career, he's probably going to look back and be like, yo, yeah, I had a good career and all of that, but if I didn't sign that extension with PSG for the money for only 2 years, I could have had an extra Champions League and an extra Ballon d'Or. And there's a chance that, I'm just saying, there's a chance that he might not even win a Ballon d'Or. The way things are going now, you would have thought that he'd already won one already. Because obviously you got guys like Vinny, you got guys like Bellingham. Obviously Haaland's always going to be in the mix. Obviously this year you got guys like Rodri as well. And you have random people popping up. Lamine Yamal, you don't know how good Lamine Yamal is going to be. So hey, at this point, Mbappe might not even get one. So it's not a guarantee that he gets one. So he might look back on those 2 years and be like, yo, I missed the chance. I missed a chance for an extra Champions League and an extra Ballon d'Or. So yeah. Another thing as well, I feel like as long as if you're winning trophies, yeah, you don't really become too fussed with what's it called, with the money, with playing in different countries and all of that. If you're just winning games, yeah, you're just winning. Like as long as you're winning, everything else takes care of itself. If you're winning, you're gonna get paid. You're gonna get more. You're gonna get more money. Your status in the game is gonna improve. You're gonna get more sponsorships and all of that. Like for example, just like I think Rio Ferdinand, when he was asked about, does he regret like not going abroad? Because I think he was linked to like Barcelona in like maybe 2008, 2009, something like that. He was like, nah, I don't regret anything because I won everything at United, so no regrets. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like coming from a legend like that, yeah, I feel like the answer is pretty clear. Like if you decide to what's it called, if you decide to stay at a top club, even if it's less money or not as good as what's it called, even if it's less money or other factors that are tempting you to leave, as long as you're winning, yeah, nothing else really matters. Everything else will take care of itself. Because deep in Rio Ferdinand, he could have went to Barca, cool, but he still got to. He stayed at United. He still won everything: Premier Leagues, FA Cup. He won. He got his Champions League. Got to play with Ronaldo, play with Rooney, Tevez, all these guys, Van Persie as well. So he's chilling. Like he's probably thinking in his mind, yo, I could have made more money if I went to a different league, but he wouldn't have the trophies in it, and he wouldn't be regarded as one of the best centre backs in the Prem. So yeah, literally for me personally, like I said, I think football's a short career, so you might as well maximize your potential. The perfect plan, the perfect route, to be honest, is literally maximize your potential for as long as possible. Extend your prime for as long as possible. Maybe you come in at 21. 21 is the time where you've started to really climb up. From 21 all the way to like 30, 33, 34. And then what's it called? When you look around and you see, okay, I'm kind of on the decline now. You know what I'm saying? I don't have that yard of pace I used to have. You know what I'm saying? Or you just get comfortable. Or you just say to yourself, yo, I'm 33 now. I've achieved everything I need to achieve in the game. I don't really have that same hunger. You know what I'm saying? I don't really need to prove anything to anyone. Let me just go to the MLS or let me just go to Saudi and just, you know what I'm saying, play football there for a few years. It's not as tough as a league. It gives me a chance to sort of relax. What's it called? Relax after all the stress of competing at the top level. Because obviously competing at the top level, all that pressure, it can start to age. You can just start to just weigh on you. So if you're like I said, if you're like 30, 34, 35, and you just want to say, yo, I've completed everything, I'm done. The pressure's weighing on me now. Let me just go to Saudi or MLS and just chill out. Just grab just collect a payday and just chill out. My legacy is secured basically. So yeah, that's how I think you should play. Literally extend your prime for as long as possible, and then extend your prime for as long as possible. And then when you're on the decline or when you've proven everything you need to prove in football, you just say, yo, it's that time. It's sort of like, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, Messi going to the MLS, Ronaldo going Saudi, Neymar as well going Saudi, to be fair. Because the thing is with Neymar as well is that he's pretty much proven anything. He's proven everything. He's won La Ligas, he's won French leagues, he's got his Champions League. Like I said, he's been in contention for Ballon d'Or. I don't think Neymar really has anything to to prove to people anymore. He's played in World Cups, played in Copa Americas as well. He's balled out in all those tournaments, and plus his body's breaking down as well. He's getting knee injuries, ankle injuries. Like this Neymar guy, like every 6 months it's a serious injury. So he probably made the right decision at the right time to leave for Saudi as well. So yeah, yeah, that's the vid basically. I hope you enjoyed the vid. I've been JT and I'm out.